Lieselot Vianen, senior researcher here at the Human Rights Center at Ghent University in Belgium. And I'm also the principal investigator of the ERC research project VLIRUOS. The first day we had the screening with first-year students of criminology at KU Leuven of Professor Stefan Parmentier. We were screening it at one of the aulas where I was a student myself 27 years ago.
Hello everyone, my name is Guru and I was part of the creative team for the Rivers project Nepal documentary called Marsangdi Uleriba, which means may you live as long as the Marsangdi.
Dus goedenavond. Dit is een beetje een speciale sessie, zoals u weet, zoals er was aangekondigd op Toledo en ook in de les zelf, want we hebben gasten. U weet dat we af en toe eens gasten hebben in dit auditorium, op deze plaats. Vanavond opnieuw. En het zijn niet de minste.
After doing screening in Nepal, in the community, at the municipality level and at Kathmandu, I am finally here in Europe to see this documentary being screened as part of the Human Rights Week here in Belgium.
Cuando hacemos el bautizo, cuando nos siembran nuestras placentas, no es un nombre porque sea bonito, sino porque tenemos una misión que cumplir. Y esa misión también la vamos aclarando en la medida que caminemos cumpliendo el ordenamiento cultural.
Again, normally a judge will say, yeah, but a dream is just a dream. This is not a legal proof. And that is the biggest innovation that Judge Belkis has been able to do on showing that there are other belief systems, that there are other knowledge systems than our Euro-Western way of looking at nature, and that needs to be at the same level as the dominant judicial system.
How is the relationship of trust between you two as the filmers, the documentary, and the people that you were making a film about?
That's an extremely important question, building up trust with communities, and that takes time, that is not easy. The second day we had a screening as part of the Restart Festival, which is a festival organized by the European Forum of Restorative Justice that had its 10th anniversary at KU Leuven. That was a public screening, also in collaboration with Broederlijk Delen, the biggest NGO of Belgium, and where we had a wonderful conversation with a mixed public of scholars and people of civil society.
So from that perspective, I found it very easy to relate with the documentary. We have not been involved in the making of it, but I think, thank you very much for inviting us here.
To open the conversation, as you mentioned, also directly to nature, because we do not have shamans or those rituals, and apparently we do not believe anymore in the spirit of nature, but what could or should we learn, or what should be put in place?
I was happy to see that so many women, which we know can take the lead in these issues. So congratulations with your film.
Then on the third day we traveled to Ghent University, where we had a public screening in the Sphinx Cinema in collaboration with the Human Rights Research Network, the Green Office of the University, the Conflict Research Group of the University, and also the new film festival, Hello Symbiocene.
How did you go about to well, kind of, first of all, put this in some kind of a screenplay or a scenario?
We wanted nature to speak because this is what the research project also is putting on the table, but not to speak in human voice, not to have its voice wherever that voice was.
So how can we investigate a non-dualistic paradigm within a paradigm that the base, just the foundation, is something completely different?
Nature, natural resources, that's something external that we can extract, sell, destroy, and whatever. Well, if we could learn and see in these documentaries, and hopefully feel too, as the judge is explaining, no? We need to feel the land.
It is not always super animal rightsy and animal friendly, of course. So I was wondering, how do you see the tension between these two? Do you see them as kind of like opposite, or can they also be reconciliated?
Worship nature because nature is our protector, and we also need to protect the nature. It's like a give and take kind of thing.
And then the last day we had 3 activities on one day. The first in the morning was a screening in the course of Professor Ankliket, Professor of Environmental Law, with master students, which was a wonderful experience.
Me as being an indigenous woman, and what I learned from my father, my grandfather, or my whole community is like, for you guys, this might be like a superstitious things, or like something like, that you cannot relate. But for us, we believe that there's a reason for it. All these rituals, all these beliefs were made to guide our life and how we protect our environment.
Then we had a PhD workshop where we shared with PhD researchers our very unique creative process, where there was this collaboration between academics, non-academics, indigenous and non-indigenous filmmakers in Colombia, Nepal, and with Mariona, who is based in Barcelona, to produce these documentaries, and the long journey of almost 2.5 years.
So when you get very dizzy with all this, you need to come back to your seat, to your desire, no? You need to formulate in one sentence what your desire is, because you will be coming back to your desire very often, hopefully, no?
But with a film, you have to compress all these complexities and come to one story and the main message.
Being a neutral person, I think it was easier for them to share their information or share their concerns with me.
So we ended our week with an evening screening with almost 300 medicine students of Ghent University, where we had a conversation with Mamo Menchabin, who is a spiritual healer and a traditional doctor of the Arawaku indigenous peoples in Colombia, which was also a very enriching and engaging conversation between the students and a traditional indigenous doctor talking about planetary health and different ways of seeing healing.
So we wanted through this documentary to say that, as development projects should come, but then it should not disturb the ecosystem or the environment that's very much connected with the indigenous people. I hope that this documentary be screened at more places, to more larger audience, so that they get to see, get to experience what the people of here in Belgium could experience, and they could also learn from what we are trying to show in the documentary.
For me, it was an amazing, very emotional journey this week, coming back to my alma mater, Ghent University, KU Leuven, which have been very supportive through my whole career, and coming back with such a beautiful documentaries and engaging with the younger students, with my colleagues, with PhD researchers. That is just such an amazing and very fulfilling and heartwarming experience where I'm extremely grateful for.